I need to talk about something. And that something is an extremely strange dream that I had last night. So I get a lot of dreams all the time. Most of the time they're pretty boring, but occasionally you'll get just a banger. And this one is a banger. I wrote notes this morning specifically for talking about it. So let me pull them up really quick. All right. I've talked about dreams before. The last weird one was VTuber Universal Studios. So I recently saw a musical. It all started, I was in the theater for a musical. It was a Wizard of Oz musical. And no, it was not Wicked. It was something else. Something nondescript. Something more vanilla. That had the regular characters and not the Wicked characters, okay? So it's like some other thing that my brain just completely made up. It's the show is kind of moving as the movie does. And then there's a witch-like character I described in my notes here. Because it was not the green-skinned Wicked Witch of the West. It was some other... It was kind of that vibe. It wasn't the Snow White evil woman, evil queen or whatever, but very much that vibe. And she goes into the audience, okay? Like she's picking up random audience members to take them backstage to be part of something in the show, okay? Now, of course, in my dreams, I am the main character. So, of course, I get picked along with like 3 other people to get taken backstage in order to do stuff. So we enter a staircase on the left of the stage. It had like 5 steps coming up, and I go behind the curtain while the play is going, while the musical is going. We are carted up on the stage and out behind the curtain into the green room. So the green room was super nice. It had a whole bunch of snacks, drinks. The furniture was very comfy and very soft. Anyway, I'm eating some snacks, drinking some water, talking to the other people who got picked. And then a very cute girl stagehand comes in and tells me what I need to do for my part of the audience participation of the show. So anyway, she's telling me what to do, and I was like, okay, I got some time. So I go out the back door, which leads outside. But there's also a whole bunch of water slides in the distance. I'm talking big-ass water slides, like impossibly huge, fantastical water slides, okay? More on that later. They will make an appearance later, trust me. Anyway, I come back inside, and the actor who's playing the Tin Man is in there, all in makeup and everything. So the Tin Man comes in, and for some reason gravitates towards me. And we have like a heartfelt conversation. I forget the details of the entire conversation, but it's like, oh, you know, I attracted the Tin Man, dreaming of the Tin Man. And you know, it's not like in character, like this is out of character. He's just in costume. So he wanted to get me something. He had a personal item that he carried around and wanted me to have it because I was so special, chat. That meant a lot for him. But he also handed it to me in the most convoluted way possible. It's like this tiny clear box, probably about 3 inches by 3 inches, 4 inches. Yeah, I'm trying to get 4 fingers in there, and I can't get them all to fit. It was that kind of box, and like he's like, oh no, you do it this way, do it this way. He was explaining to me how to get my hands in this device, and then I have to reach around the back and then pull it. The box. It's just a box with an item in it, and then it comes out into my hand. And it's a yarmulke. Apparently, the actor who played the Tin Man was Jewish, and it was his prized yarmulke that he was carrying around for 2 years, and he gave it to me for whatever reason. Look, it's a dream, okay? Nothing has to make sense. So the end of the show is done. And I head outside the theater, which opens up to open air. And it's almost like a convention. The building structure of this looks like a university campus. Like, picture any American university campus with a whole bunch of buildings, except instead of teaching people, it's used as convention space. Okay? So next door to the theater, I get out. There's a panel room where a bunch of my friends happen to be. So I go over there, I'm saying hi to them. I was like, hey, what's up? Some of them, a lot of my streamer friends are in there, having a good time. And for some reason, someone prompts me to talk about my experiences or something. So I get a big, huge surge of confidence, and like having done stage acting for the first time. So I go to the front of the room, and I start to give a talk, and then everyone just starts to leave. I'm like, oh shit, do they hate me that much? Like, not booing or anything. People are just walking out. Anyway, I interrupt my speech. I follow one of my friends out the back door, and there's a gigantic lazy river. And he's in the water trying to like move a big inflatable out, like a castle. It was weird. He was trying to move it somewhere. I don't know what. So I'm like, huh. This is super, super weird. Anyway, I needed to get going. I need to get back to my car. So I pull out my trusty gigantic boomerang. And I take a slingshot that launches me hundreds of feet in the air. And I kind of use this boomerang as a glider and start gliding around. Yeah, a boomerang. Yeah, not a glider, not like a Breath of the Wild glider, like a boomerang, like a literal boomerang that's very big. Yeah, so I'm gliding down, I'm a couple hundred feet in the air, and the water slides are back, and these things are behemoth. So these things are probably like 1,000 feet tall. They're absolutely ridiculous. But I need to get down because I'm running out of airspeed. I'm running out of height, so I need to find a safe landing. Thankfully, there is a giant sand pit in the middle of the convention space / college campus looking thing. So I aim for that and I touch down there, and God, it hurt. It was a rough landing, chat. Like my legs buckled like I was hitting the ground hard with the parachute. So now I'm back right by the theater. Thankfully, because I had forgotten my coat, I had forgotten my purse in the backstage area. But thankfully, the cute stagehand that was there was at the back door and lets me in. But I had to climb some bars to get there. So there was no like staircase or ramp to get to the back of the backstage area, that door that I went out, which is what I was trying to do. But as I'm going up, because the show's over, one of the show staff was climbing down the bars as I was going up. And he had a stiff right leg that kept on banging me in the face. That also was painful. I do get up, and my mom calls, and I tell her I got picked to go up. And yeah, she was watching the show online, liked it. And they have all the merch for the show. So I go collect a whole bunch of different merch that was not going to go anywhere, going to go to waste. Like, okay, I'll take the t-shirt. They're like 4 plushies. 3 of them were plushies that had no relation to Wizard of Oz whatsoever. And I also asked the cute stagehand for her number. I do not know if I was successful. I don't think it was. And then I was like heading out. So I was looking around this college campus where the convention was being held. But everything wasn't tear down. So I was like, I peeked into one of the buildings. They were tearing down like the stages and everything. It's like, okay, time to head home. So I started heading to the parking lot. And I run and I see Hideo Kojima getting into a car with his assistant. But I didn't go ask him anything because I'm not that type of person. I just let him be as like, oh, that's kind of funny. So I'm trying to get to my car, but there is a super busy intersection with no stoplights and no signals. So it's just constant traffic coming in. There's a little median, and other people who were there for the convention are trying to get across the street. And like they're running in, and then a car comes, they run back. And I have to cross the street to get up this big hill in order to get to the parking lot. And eventually I do make it to the median and then across to the hill. And then once I got to the hill, I woke up. So all of that took place in the span of like 20 to 30 minutes real time. It was weird, and everything was extremely visceral. Yeah, summary. The end summary here is dreams are weird.